Today in this video we are going to look at this light. This is billed mostly as a patio umbrella light, and at the time we were looking at we had a patio umbrella, but we were looking at getting one that actually slides down into your table as opposed to the one on its own stand that we had. And so I thought this would be nice if we had one of those that did not have the built-in lights. We have not actually used it in that function, but I find that I use it at home fairly often, actually. I've used it when a few months ago we got battery backup systems and other things for our computers, and when I was swapping out computers I had to get a new computer and all of that. Under my desk it's very dark. I have a two-layer desk, and under the desk part is very dark, and our office is very dim, and so I couldn't see in there, and I couldn't hold a flashlight and do all the things I needed to do. So I was able to set this on the floor like this, and because it is so bright it was very helpful. And then I could also lean it up against the wall, which takes a little bit of doing since it's round, but then it would shine for me in the direction I wanted. Another thing that I have found, I actually put it on a doorknob for safekeeping because I wanted to take it down to our emergency supplies down in the basement, but didn't have the time, so I stuck it on a door. Our hallway goes down and it's well lit, and then it has a little area like this, just a little probably 4 foot area that goes off into a brief L shape. And then that's where we can go downstairs into our basement. But there's no light bulb there. There's no light at all there. So it gets very dark. So I put this on the doorknob. You see it opens here. It's got this clasp. You just pop that open, and it fits beautifully over a door handle. And so you've got these little things on springs here, which help adjust to whatever width or whatever circumference or diameter you have, whatever the term is, and to hold it in place. So it fits beautifully on our doorknob. And then I have light in that little corner, and it's actually better, in my opinion, than those LED sticky lights that you can stick on the wall or whatever. This, in my opinion, way brighter than any of those that I've ever used. I've used some of those in closets, and they never work very well for me. And so, again, very nice. I'm not really actually sure what these little things are. Maybe so you can hang it if you want. I don't know. I'll have to try that out sometime. But this I kind of like. You've got basically a AA battery in each compartment. And I've just recently had to change the batteries because it's on the door there right at my son's eye level, and he loves playing with it, and he loves turning it on and then leaving it on. So you've got the on-off switch here. It's just a little button, and you turn it on once and it will turn on just these center lights. You turn it on a second time and you get a little brighter. The center lights are off, but the outer lights are on. And if you press it a third time, you get all the lights on. So you can see it's pretty darn bright because I've got all the lights on in this room. So I'm gonna turn the lights off here in a minute and show you just how bright it is. Okay, so here I've got all the lights off in this room, and I've got just to the doorway over here. I've got the lights on in that room. So there's obviously a little of light in here, but let's see this. So that's, as you can see, that's pretty good light. That's just the first setting. That's the second setting. So you can see this, it really provides really a good amount of light. And that's the third setting. We're looking at probably 2.5, 3 feet away is that sheet. And obviously it's not quite as good as in a dark room, but I don't have any room that has a long enough view that you would be able to really see that. So we're just gonna have to suffice with looking at this. I'll lift it up and pull it back a little bit more. So this is about 2 feet further back from the front of the camera. And that's about another 2 feet back. And that, again, is on the highest setting. You can see it's still pretty darn light. And this is as far as my hand will extend behind the camera. You can see the shadow of the camera and my hand right there. So pretty bright at brightest setting. Let's turn it down. So that's what it looks like without the light. Low setting. And again, we're looking at about 5 or 6 feet away from that sheet. That's the medium setting, and that's the high setting. Again, I really like this. It's really handy if you want to have hands-free, you know, power outage, for example, which we suffer from occasionally, which is what I decided to keep this for whenever we didn't get our patio umbrella. I thought it would be great for power outages. And it is, you know, you can put it, if you don't have a lantern, you can put it on your table and use it as a nice source of light if you want to put it on the family table that you're sitting around, or again on a doorknob, have it handy in the bathroom or something. It really is handy, and it's easy to carry around by hand, and so really it's a great multi-purpose light.